Restream, the Thinking Man's clown show. I quite like it when it's more low light like this because the screen goes grainy. I like the gray. I think we should bring back a more grimy aesthetic to things. Almost like it's been shot on 16mm or something like that. So it looks like wow, yeah, gritty. Like this is a gritty. This is a gritty stream. You know what I mean? This isn't your regular stream. This is gritty. It's gritty. That's the aesthetic I'm going for. I want to grind things up a bit more. You know what I mean? Oh, this I don't feel like that's kind of out of place. I can't move the. Yeah, I mean. What can I say? I need to go back to being in a more long-term accommodation type situation, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, is this Bumberclap full now? No, it ain't. It's my Twitch app alerting me that I'm live. Alerting myself that I'm live. Hey, did you know who's live? You are, says the Twitch app. Do you want to watch your stream? Well, what a colossal round of applause you deserve, motherfucker. Anyway, like, more permanent accommodation. I think one of the problems. You choose this life of moving around, okay, being in different places, and it's fun. And like Airbnb to be, I use Airbnb quite a lot, but because one thing, you don't have to pay deposits. I hate paying deposits. You know what I mean? But you can get like accommodation for a short period of time. But you always got to have give them a cash deposit. And I'm sometimes just like, do I trust this prick? When you do things through Airbnb, you do get to move around. And when I've had problems, they have dealt with them. Like the last problem I had with a place where I was there for like 3 days. You didn't get to see that place because I was literally there for such a short period of time. That turned out in the end like I didn't have to pay a penny for 3 days. I got 3 days free accommodation. It's pretty cool. And if you do all the communication through Airbnb, they will back you up because people are making money out here on Airbnb everywhere. And if they fuck around, they'll find out. Because like, I've had a few incidents of just people fucking around, and they found out. Because I turned snitch. I snitch on them. I'm a grass. I grass them up. Airbnb, but it's like there's not much else you can do. It's like, especially when you're in a foreign country, right? As a dirty foreigner like myself, who can you get involved? What sort of rights do you have? You got Airbnb, right? And these people who go on Airbnb and try and make a lot of money, and then they fuck around. They find out. I don't have to threaten anybody. Don't have to fight anybody. Don't have to call the police. None of this shit. You just send a message and say, "Oi, this person's been a bellend," and it works out. I've had refunds and a few times because I've had a few stinkers. One of the trade-offs you get for you. So you're moving around. You're spending time here. You're spending time there. You're getting to see places, and it's always quite a cool. I've always enjoyed going into a new place. It's like, it's like starting afresh. Woo, like being reborn. But one of the problems is you already find a place within, even when I've spent out a bit more money, that isn't just a little fucked up. Like in Thailand and Vietnam, there is just some really questionable decisions that people make in life. I remember looking at this one really cool place on Airbnb, which is in John TM. It just looked mad. I can't find the listing no more, so I can't show you the pictures, but it was sort of like a fairy tale type place, and it had this cool outside bit, and 4-poster bed with weird furniture and like this living room space. But then the bathroom, you looked, I was like, and it said it had a kitchen. I was like, bro, like where's the bathroom? I messaged the guy, and he said it's here, and he sent me one of the photos that was already on the listing. That's when the kitchen was in the bathroom. Okay, basically. So you got the toilet with the shower, which is like a run alongside it, and then in front of that was a sort of cupboard with an electric cooker on top of it. That's right. Like no shower curtain. Do you know what I mean? I was like, that's fucked up, bro. What up, Imperium, my beloved son? I haven't seen in ages. You are beyond grounded. You're not checking in with your pops. Oh, Adam's here. What about that? The whole family's here. OG gang. Imperium, have you even been in the chat since I came back? You went to South America. So I should put it on here for people who are watching on other platforms who think I'm just talking to myself. You went to South America. Oh, good for you. Well, good for you. I hope you had a very good time. That's fantastic. So yeah, so just, you find these, I'll just continue this. You find these fucked up accommodations. Even when they look really good, there's like, joke, I went to Canada. You need to work on your jokes. Now, so love you still though. So even when it looks like proper sweet, you as soon as you get there, you're going to find some fuckeries about it, like something slightly fucked up. This is guaranteed. There'll be some fucked up shit going on. Like for example here, so the kitchen area, which is just opposite here. So there's only one plug socket, right? And the plug socket's next to the sink, and the fridge is on the other side. So the plug socket, so the lead for the fridge goes all the way around the back and plugs in. And there's a microwave there, and that isn't plugged in. So, and there's a kettle, which I've had to put down here. There's more plug sockets on this side. There's 4 on this side. The kitchen area, which has the kettle, the microwave, and the fridge, has 1 plug socket. It's retarded. Now, there's a washing machine out there. Now, this is a top loader washing machine. So you put it on the top. Now, above that, right above that, is the aircon fan. There's about this much space. so, and so the little compartment that I put the detergent in, I got to sort of put my head in like this, then go, and then carefully go. I haven't smacked my head once, which is quite rare for me. And then when you're pulling out again, you got to go. And like the furthest, so in the bedroom, the furthest corner light makes this weird buzzing sound when I turn it on. So I just use the side lights in there. It's like it do that. Yeah, it do that. And of course, I think I mentioned on stream before, the balcony, the partition, the glass railing, the glass partition. If you just slightly lean on it, it's sort of, you can tell if you put your full weight on that, you are going for a suicide dive. So that's why I had to mention I am not suicidal. No. There's a silver black microwave. Nah, it's just like, it's white. Extension cord. Well, he hasn't got. There's no extension cord. I've got my own extension cord. We use my equipment. I've got to plug the laptop in. I've got to plug the light in. I've got to plug the fucking. There's something else I've got to plug in. Why am I going to buy an extension cord? Like, you don't understand me? They designed it like idiots. This is what happens. That cool place If you remember, well, the last place I was at in Vietnam, I love that apartment. That was great. You know, and the top floor had the swimming pool and the steam room and the sauna and the gym and the seating area. It's cool as fuck. Um, you know, the washing machine was in the bathroom, and the toilet, the space between the toilet and the shower. So you have the toilet. So say the toilet's here and the shower area is here, but the space to get to the shower to open the door was like this. You had to go, and it's just like, what the fuck did you? Why did you do that? I'm like, it's supposed to be perpendicular. Don't come in here with your fucking words, son. We're not rapping. Imperium, who's got an HND in sound engineering? Oh, yeah, it's me. It's me. Right, so then another thing you got to deal with is some of these bumperclap landlords or supposed landlords, the people or the hosts, as they call them, Airbnb, who are just, half the time you're wondering, like, who the fuck gave you money? Boomers, I'm a millennial, not a boomer. You had it right. Now, it's like, who gave you money? How the hell did you get money? It must have fallen from the sky. Now, the one guy who had the strange apartment with the kitchen that was in the bathroom, I did actually end up renting a place off him, which was really big. And it was super cheap. And I thought, oh, this place is fucking fantastic. And I moved in there, and on first inspection, there were so many things wrong with the apartment. It was just beyond ridiculous. Even so much that I sent these photos and videos to the customer service woman at Airbnb. She was like, I was like, I don't think you've got enough space for the amount of shit I'm about to send you. And she was like, oh wow, there's a lot of problems here. Like, there was just it was ridiculous. Like, the balcony door didn't lock. The cooker just didn't work. The shower just dribbled on you, like, and like it smelt like an old 1950s caravan. Like, the bed was all fucked up. The cupboard was moldy. Do you know what I mean? It was totally fucked. I just get the more I look, and like there was massive, and you know, it had not marble, but you know, it had like stone flooring, which was chipped to fuck. That if you walked on your bare feet, it would just cut your legs and feet open. You know, this place was fucked. And this kid, and he was pretty much a kid. He was a mixed race Thai guy with a transatlantic accent, which makes you think he was very rich and went to some weird independent school somewhere, probably in Switzerland. And he was been given some money. He's like, yeah, just be a property developer, son, or something. Well, not a developer, just buy some houses and make money that way. And he was like so nonchalant about it. He was like, oh, I didn't realize it had all these problems. I was like, well, yeah, you know, the only thing you have to do is maintain the fucking place you own. That's all you have to do. It's not that much of a job to like turn the cooker on. Yeah, I'm just going, does that work? Oh, no, it doesn't. Oh, what the fuck? And he was like, you might just understand the title. I'm so glad. I'm so happy for this. You know, I was like, you only had one job, mate. And after I made all the complaints, I had to move out. He was still like, okay, well, can you pay for one day? I was like, are you fucking kidding me? No. And then he was like, oh. I was like, no, I ain't paying. And he said, well, okay, as long as you promise not to give me a bad review. I was like, you know, I don't really review people. It's just not, I just don't care. Okay, then. I should have done, because I bet the next week he rented that out to some other poor schlub who probably didn't complain because they're not British enough. And then he checked, and he said, yeah, check the meter for the electric, and I just need to take like a very small amount of it. I was like, I just looked at him, I was like, are you wild? And this is a couple of months after my dad died and I returned to Thailand. I was in a real weird mindset. So I was like, Like anybody who's looked at me in any kind of way, I just go, "What the fuck do you want?" I was just in that proper mind. I was just in that. I don't give a fuck about nothing. You know what I mean? I'll throw a bear off a roof. You know, it's like if even if a toddler's look at me funny, I'm gonna take its lollipop and shove it up his nose. Ooh, and I was looking at him, I was like, are you fucking wild? And he did not ask any more questions. He was like, oh yeah, okay. What an absolute loon box. Now, currently, because this place is all right. Like, I need to get a form off the fucking guy who I rented off to take the immigration tomorrow, and he's just has a refusal, and he's like Eastern European or something. He just has a refusal to understand things. And I kept saying, bruv, I need to go in the morning. I need it in the morning. He says, I'll give it to you at 12. I was like, 12's not the morning. Because he said, I'll give it to you Thursday morning. This guy said, Thursday morning, I send to you. Okay. Right. Thursday morning, send it early to you. He says, I'll give it to you at 12. 12's not. I've got a fucking news flash. This is why I feel like saying, I'm trying to be civil. It's like, I've got a fucking news flash for you, fam. 12 has never been morning. 12 is 12 p.m. 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 I'll spell that. P for parrot. M for monkey. It's p.m., bitch. Morning is a.m. a.m. Morning is a.m. Noon is p.m. p.m. is not morning. You bomba cla idiot by now. When I tell you I want something in the fucking morning, you give it to me in the fucking morning. Not in the afternoon. I don't care if it's one. When I say I want it in the fucking morning, I want it in the fucking morning. And 4 times I said, I can't go to immigration in the afternoon. I'm working. Before my lawyer, I told it at 12 p.m. Fuck you, bitch. You bomba cla idiot boy. I told you. In the fucking morning. 12 is not the morning. It never has been. It never will be. And this stupid idiot said 12 a.m. But he means p.m. So he's even stupider than before. 12 a.m.'s midnight. You're going to come round here at midnight? Do you know how many of these I can drink before midnight? A fucking shitload. I swear to God. When he comes in the door, I'm going to stick my backup phone, which is the bigger one. I'm going to stick it in his blood clot head, and then I'm going to ring it. You know, it's just this kind of foolery you have to deal with, unfortunately. It's just people are just like fucking just. There's no other way to describe it. It's just like you can't put it in words. It's just, you know what I mean? It's just like, what is going on in your fucking head right now? Do you know what I mean? What is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? Do you know? It's like it would be fine. This is what I'm saying. When it's people who've got money and things, you know, I've had just like some landlords, you know, these people with money and things. You think you can't be this fucking stupid? You can't be this fucking. You can't be and have money. Enough money to invest unless, I don't know, you sucked off a millionaire. Is that how it works? Because I swear to God, if it's just because they're sucking off millionaires, then how many people are sucking off millionaires? Because I've met shitloads of them, hundreds. It's called, you know what I mean? It's like, how have you got money? You fuck. It's not even jealousy. It's just bewilderment. It's just like, what? How is this even possible? You know what I mean? It's like, what is going on in that brain of yours? Is it fucking clockwork? No, when I tell you what time it is, I just expect you to go, just to understand, like, I need it at this time, at this point in time. I need it now. Then, do you understand what I just said to you? When I say I need to go early, do you understand what fucking early means? Like, do you think 12 p.m. early? Is that early? For who? That's not even early for heroin addicts. I'm telling you. Only for Bumbleclaw idiot boys, you know. So, you know. And now he's just like clearly ignoring me. So guess what? I snitched on him. because one of the things you can get in this country, you can get in trouble for not registering people. And I've already had some French dude who didn't even, I stayed at the place for 1 week. He's clearly just subletting something out. Didn't even take my passport off me. And I was like, yeah, you're going to get fucked, bro. Like, they get fucked. People who don't register it, like, they have to pay a fine. Well, guess what? This is the thing. If you don't, there was another woman I stayed at in her place one time. She forgot to register me, and she was like, "Oh, can you please tell them that you moved in on this date?" I was like, "What if I don't want to?" It's like, how much is the fine? Let's split it. You give me. So I never. And then she asked me for some payment on electricity. And I was like, do you know what? After you fucking told me to lie for you to immigration, and were late giving me my forms that I had to take with me, I was like, now you're asking me for money. I was like, well, you asked me for electricity. I was like, nah. And then she's tried to get it through Airbnb, and I said to him, I said, do you know about this woman? I said, she's not acting right. I said, she's not even doing things by the board. And I said, and you are encouraging illegal behavior. I said, what do you think about that? I said, don't even fucking ask me for no more money. And then it was like, oh, it was dropped. Well, that's what's going to happen here too. This motherfucker ain't getting nothing for the electric bill, I tell you that. Because this is how you make moves. First you make the complaint on Airbnb, so it's all logged. Make sure everything's logged and documented. Have the messages copied, and then say, well, you know, I said to this guy and he didn't do what he's supposed to do. Could have got me in some legal problems, or it got me evicted, you know. And you'll say, you know, I need some sort of compensation. You know. And you're like, well, oh, yeah. How about, I tell you what, I won't go and report you to the immigration department for your fuckeries about not registering me properly. And you don't charge me anything for electricity. All right? Because I'm going to pump the aircon out. This place is going to be like an igloo. It'll be like an igloo, bro. I'm telling you. Fuck around and find out. That's what I say. It's like, just do things properly. Do things fucking properly. Okay? That's all you have to do. Just do things properly. What happens when you don't do things properly on an airplane? Well, people die. Okay? This is why we need things done properly. You got people running around crying about Grenfell Towers. And they put cladding on it. Or at least they put something on it. Do you know what I mean? Do you know how many other people don't do things fucking properly? Too many. Let's think about how many people don't actually do things properly and just are improper in their behavior and just whack and suck. Loads. How many deaths do you think are due to people just not doing things fucking properly? How many deaths? Adam doesn't do things properly. How many bodies you got on you, Adam? How many bodies you've got? You know what I mean? Let's think about it, like, not doing things properly. How many deaths are responsible because of people just being like, too many probably. If we could get sort of a comprehensive list and some good solid data on the whole thing, that'd be great. I would like to see it. I really would like to see it. Because it'd be like, what? You know? What? It'd probably be fucking terrifying, wouldn't it, actually? I see it. Alright. Bumbleclaw idiot boy now. You know what I mean? And I know that this guy as well, this geezer, fucking Mr. Puss Clap Face. I know this man's on the long business because when I moved in here, he was on the long business. Geezer's on the long thing. Now, someone who's on the long thing tells you a time. What do you think happens when they're on the long thing? You're waiting around for this motherfucker to turn up. You turn up on time. When I say if I say fucking 11 o'clock, you turn up at fucking 11 o'clock. And if you don't come in, do you know what I mean? I mean, sorry. What the fuck do you think an apology is going to do? Now you fucked my day up. Huh? How's that going to help? With your apology when you've ruined everything. You've cost me money, cost me time, and you come with your fucking sorries. Fucking blow me. Right. I think I learned that British people are rude. Fuck you. Like, fuck we are, cunt. British people are rude. What are you talking about? We invented polite society. We invented chivalry, politeness. You know. We've done all that shit. Yo. We created all that shit. All of it. All of that shit. Saying we're rude. What a load of nonsense. I actually find that see this shit, see the sort of abuse we got to put up with. I would say that in my experience, like don't Sama Cow me or Gordon Ramsay you. Gordon Ramsay's Scottish. Not British. They don't count anymore. They don't want to be part of Britain. So we're no longer going to refer to them as British. Now here's going to come the big surprise. Gordon Ramsay Scottish? Yes, he is Scottish. He is. It's just if you want to be a chef, you've got to talk properly. Okay. All of them. Gordon Ramsay, Marco Pierre White, I think Heston Blumenthal. They're all like from council estates. They're all proper working class boys. They didn't talk like that growing up. This is when they became chefs. They had to like speak. Marco Pierre White. God. Like the original. He took over Kitchen Nightmares when Gordon went to America. So he did the UK one. He's a very intense guy, but considered to be a great chef. Although, if you've ever seen his rice and peas recipe he did for Knorr stock, I'm not sure if he can still claim that title. I'm not sure what the hell they're talking about. Like a genius chef. That was one of the most embarrassing things I've ever witnessed. You know what I mean? People were cussing out Jamie Oliver for his apparent appropriation of Jamaican cuisine. Hey, those motherfuckers never seen Marco Pierre White cook rice and peas. Just go look at it. It will terrify you. You'd be like, oh my God. You'd be like cooking chicken tikka masala, but with, I don't know, ketchup and pepper. Basically, it's the only way I can describe what he did. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, it's an absolute classic. I did put it in one of my it was in one of my videos. Misclick. What did you misclick? Oh, you've been misclicking on this stream. That's against the rules. Don't click that. Imperium, you click it, but I can't see links, remember? So it doesn't really matter. Oh, Pierre White. Peace. This is so hilarious. You just got to see it to freaking believe it. Why are you saying don't click that? What did you misclick?
Brown rice Jamaican style. Very simple.
Hold on. Me need audio going through the correct channels, please. So I'm just talking to my imaginary sound engineer who doesn't exist. This is fucking. I can't believe you haven't. For those of you who've never witnessed this, this is. And if you're unfamiliar with Jamaican food, well, I'm not going to explain it to you. Just. This is
Delicious, very easy.
Right.
Chopped onion, peas, brown rice, chicken drumsticks, chicken stock pot, and water. So all we do.
This is apparently jerk chicken with rice and peas. Like, if anyone is familiar with Jamaican, or if you are Jamaican yourself and you've never heard or seen this, I apologize. And this is going to make you want to headbutt your screen. Okay, so
Olive oil and pan.
right. So what's he doing?
With the onions.
Onions. That's fine.
This is a dish I cook for my boys. They just love it because it's easy to eat. The chicken's succulent and tender. Just throw it on. I go to Jamaica now and then, and it's something. I go to Jamaica now and then, and it's something the locals cook for me, which is delicious. Rice with chicken drumsticks and peas. Very easy.
This shows us how not to cook rice and peas. Clearly.
So we cook the onions without any colour, just remove the water content, which removes the acidity and brings out that natural sweetness.
What I also like is how he says Jamaica. He goes Jamaica, jerk chicken from Jamaica. It's like a hybrid. It's like a hybrid of Germany and Jamaica. You know? Jamaica. Have you ever been to Jamaica? Where they have no rhythm. Right. So yeah.
So then we add 3 cups of rice.
Okay, so let's put the rice in.
A cup of rice, it's 2 cups of.
Now, if you don't know how to cook rice and peas, don't worry about it. Because one of the fundamental things about rice and peas is that the peas aren't peas in rice and peas.
Water, simple rule. So in this case, it's 1.5 litres.
And that's fine. Good way to cook rice.
We add our chicken drumsticks.
Yeah.
And this will feed a family of 6 to 8.
I mean, it's fine. I mean, maybe this is a dish that he got served in Jamaica. Like, it might, like, maybe, you know, right? Maybe there is a dish in Jamaica where it's just like rice with stock and chicken, and he's not actually cooking jerk chicken and rice and peas, but I can't remember. Because this is a promo for Knorr. You won't like, these are all re-uploads. So it's like Knorr stock. You know, they make the stock cubes. So this was for that, like, so in my house, I only feed one person as a snack. I think you've revealed quite a lot about the size of your family.
And then
physically.
We add 3 chicken stock pots.
3 chicken stock pots. 3 chicken stock pots, you know. Now, I like things stocky, but
Some people may think that Marco puts a lot of stock pot in his food.
well, you know, technically he has been paid by the stock pot producers to make this video, so I would say that, yeah, I mean, it would be commented on because you do, because I mean, because it literally uses nothing else. That's what's so brilliant about it. It's like, yeah, if you want to make rice and peas and jerk chicken, you don't need any of those ingredients that you've heard of. You know, all those fancy, you know, you know, fucking Scotch bonnets or allspice or garlic or thyme or whatever else you put in your jerk. You don't need none of that. You just need some of the world's greatest stock pots. Okay.
But let's not forget, there's 1.5 litres of water. But then we've got all that rice, we've got all the peas, we've got all the chicken.
That's right.
So I'm going to end up with 3.5 litres of food. So is it too much now? No, it's not. So you have to take into consideration when you're seasoning.
Right. I mean, seasoning. He's just putting stock in it,
peas,
but
white
you know, I
rice.
think.
It's got a overcooked. It's 45 minutes.
What else is it? What
Peas.
else is it? It's peas. It's peas. It's rice and peas
There we are.
from Jamaica, and he's putting fucking peas. He puts peas in it. What was that? Jello? No, it's stock cube. It's like stock pots. No, it's like stock, but jellified. You know, condensed stock, liquidy form instead of cubes.
Now we take the peas.
Was it fucking peas? And he puts peas in it.
If you want my honest opinion, use frozen peas.
Okay. Well, if you want my, I mean, if you want my honest opinion, and the most of the opinions of anyone knows how to cook rice and peas, you don't use peas. You know, that's right. England 5-1, Germany. When I go to Jamaica,
So just slowly.
that's literally it. That's all he does. That's
It's
just
always
that.
incredibly touchy.
Look at the state of it, bruv. And what's even funnier about this,
Parsley to go.
right, is that it's just but not only has he not made it, not only did he not make jerk chicken or rice and peas properly, he made something that just looks like a fucking 9-year-old cooks in their home economics class. Like, what you get today, Timmy? I got some frozen peas, some chicken, rice, and a stock cube. It's like, so this is like the most hood. This is poverty food. This guy's a millionaire. This is my boys love this dish. I always cook this for my boys. Like, do you hate your children? You're a fucking Michelin-starred chef worth millions, and you cook your kids this complete fugazi of Jamaican cuisine, and it looks like that. That's what you can say. My dad's a Michelin-starred chef. Imagine you go around his boys, like his son's friends, right? Come round. It's like, oh, we're gonna go to like Marco Junior's dad's for tea. You know, oh wow, you're gonna get cooked by Marco. A meal cooked for you by Marco Pierre White. Wow, what a treat! This motherfucker brings this out. You're just like, oh, does he hate me? They must hate us. Did he realize he fucked it up? No, he prepared this. This is all for a promo. This is a promo. This is a promo for North stock cubes. All right, making Jamaican. Like, Pearl Harbor was bombed by Japan. Jamaica me crazy. He's like. I was about to go Jermaine Defoe, but it is actually spelled J-E-R in it, Jermaine. So that isn't funny. I mean, this is just the comments. Obviously, have got to be. He says that jerk chicken is something that the locals make for him, and it's not the recipe. Right. Well, still, that doesn't explain his.
Garnish.
Doesn't explain his interpretation of rice and peas, just being like literal. Like, I don't know if you're familiar, you know, with Welsh cuisine, but there's something called Welsh rarebit, but it kind of, you could mispronounce it as Welsh rabbit, right? Which is basically a spicier version of cheese on toast. But someone, he'd probably like, all right, well, you got to get the rabbit and, you know, put a rabbit in it. Because that's what he thinks is. Or toad in the hole. There's a perfect example. Toad in the hole. For those of foreigners out there that don't know what toad in the hole is, it's a classic dish of sausages and sort of like a Yorkshire pudding type formation. It's basically ridiculous sausages in a batter type situation. It's toad in the hole. It hasn't got toads in it. And there's no hole. Not really. I guess there's a dip. I guess you get a sort of concave basin, I suppose. But you know, but this is like the literal interpretation of just, well, we'll just put toads in a hole. When I'm in Germany, Yes. When I go to Lancashire, I always like to have. When I go to Yorkshire, when I go to Yorkshire, the town of Leeds, I always like to have a toad in the hole cooked for me by the locals. The locals did him wrong. This is what I don't know why people have issue of a man who is working hard to provide for his own family. Yes, he's working with Noor, and some people have issues with it. The reality is he's making people's lives easier in their day-to-day lives. I tried seasoning with both stock pots and cubes. It's much better than people assume. I never heard him say jerk once, just Jamaican style. But again, Jamaican, no, it's just the whole rice and peas thing, bruv. It's mainly the rice and peas thing is the funny part of it. He's missed the joke, you know. And Jamaican style can be vague in itself. We know, like, what's Jamaican style? This is the thing. All right, if you want to get deep on this, what is Jamaican? Jamaican style is like, you know, it would be spicy, wouldn't it? Jamaicans use a lot of allspice, a lot of Scotch bonnets, thyme, you know, flavor. It's just like, but this is, you know, this is just not that, is it? Like, it's just not very Jamaican. Whichever way you look at it. Also, the reality is professional kitchen, they have many stocks and sauces on hand because those are the basis for everything. We're just getting the instant version of it. If you want to make your own, the Australian MasterChef show has a great tutorial. Why this guy is going in hard for Marco Pierre White? He has to have blown him or something. Is Jamaican style pre or post introduction of Africans? Yeah, maybe like this is the real old school version when they first found Jamaica. Bearing in mind, my great grandfather was Captain Morgan, who was ambassador of Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? He was Jamaica ambassador and also a pirate. So, like, he was from South Wales. So, you know, if with that in mind, maybe that's what he ate, because you know, food from South Wales is probably more like that. You know, back in the day, but it'd be lamb. It'd be lamb. And there'd be no rice, but there'd be peas. You know what I mean? And then they got there. They're like, "Oh, what's this? Rice? Okay. Oh, this will be very good." And then they brought the Africans over, and they looked at it and went, "This could do with a bit more zing zing." You know what I'm saying? I'm saying because you're in a hot. They're like, "Look, you're in a hot ass country now. You got to eat spice in a hot ass country to keep you cool." It's like, really? Really, Boyle? Is that what we got to eat spicy? Is it, Boyle? I was like, yeah. And instead of peas, you need more protein. We need more protein. We're working hard out here getting this sugar cane. We need more protein. We can get protein from these kidney beans. And they're like, oh. And I go, oh, that's a bloody good idea there, Boyle, said Captain Morgan. So can you watch the video of me? Are you going to send me a video of you? Imperium, you know you can't send videos in this chat. What do you want me to do? You have to whisper it to me on Twitch. I've got to fucking log into Twitch. Work all the time. Imperium, you see? That's what happens. You see, look at the screen. That's what happens when you send a link in the chat. It comes up as that. Do you not remember any of this? How long have you been following me for? And you don't remember any of this? It's always been like this. Yeah, because you sent this one too. That's the link you sent. It looks like that. It's blocked to stop people, you know, from sending weird shit. You know? Was it? No, you did it. That was a real star. Oh. I still don't understand what you're trying to say. And don't call me an idiot. You bumperclap. Right. Oh, Adam, you sent me something too. Okay. Hey, boys in the chat. Right. Imperium, I will look at yours first. Although Adam did send his first, but you whined about it first. What the hell did you send me in May? I can't remember. Right, what's this then? Hold on. Just need to get rid of this Bumbaclat advert. You know, I don't know. Twitch the Guardian fatties. Yeah, I know. I've seen it. We'll examine that because that's what we like. Oh, you're sending us this again, Imperium. You're just sending us this comedy guy again. We can't watch this kind of thing. Because do you know what watching this kind of thing is? Oh, will you calm down? How many beers have you had? Because the thing is with this guy, right, and this kind of content, when I watch this kind of content that you send me, I end up just watching it because it's very short, and therefore I just become another one of those Twitch assholes who just watches other people's shit, just looking at it as if that's it. No, it's just the principle of the matter. Because I can't stop it and pause it and comment on it and add something to it. I am just literally showing another guy's video, because this is also on YouTube as well, where there's different rules, man. Do you know what I mean? It's like, so I have to like stop it and start it and comment on it, even though I haven't got anything to say about it per se. That's the problem with this. From an objective standpoint, Imperium, that's the problem with it. You know, we're trying to do something here, and when I do this, you know, I'm not going to be like fucking. I mean, pick and choose who you like, Hassan Piker, you know, people like that who just sort of sit there eating Rice Krispies, going, just playing other people's shit. You know, it's just, will control myself. No, because now I have to think of something to say about this. And what if I have nothing to say? You know, it's very different. If Adam sends me something about fat people in The Guardian, I'm going to have a lot to say about that. Because, you know, I'm horrible. I'm a horrible person. Right.
Understood. I'll try and take a look at it. Huh? This already isn't right. What is it?
Why are his shoes off? Yet there's no pair of shoes anywhere to be seen.
You said something was wrong? Detective, you said something was wrong. We're supposed to be bouncing info off each other. Hello? Hello?
Judging by the contortion of his body, the punch he sustained could have been
Right. Okay, I get what he's trying to do. So this is, what are you saying? This is, why have I starred you? You don't deserve a star. This is only a one-time thing, though. You sent me this guy before. The last time. I give you Exhibit 8. It's the same guy. Yeah, look. The last link you sent me. It's the same guy. Now I'm the guy who's playing this guy's shit. I can't be the guy playing this guy's shit. That's not. Yes, this is a two-time thing. Well, you know, if this guy fucking tries to strike me because I'm playing his shit, it's your fault. What the fuck is this kid? It's Skins for Bananas, everybody. Let's give him a clap. Hi, Skins for Bananas. Yeah, so Imperium, you know, it'll be your fault. What's this?
devastating enough to knock him out of his shoes.
What did you find
But
wrong?
still,
Hey!
they should have fell somewhere near here.
Share the information! The report said this is where he got folded, right? Yes, this is the spot where he got folded back savage. What was the problem before? Stop! Stop ignoring me! I'm right here!
That's odd. The shoe rack is completely empty.
Yeah, I totally get it. And I totally get what the guy's trying to do. I don't think is Imperium a woman? No, he's my son, and I don't have one of those weird sons that pretends they're a son. You know, loud equals funny. That's not what he was going for. I get the premise of it. Yeah, it's a good idea, but I don't think yeah, you know, we could discuss execution, but we're not going to because I want to see what this thing about fatties is all about. Anna sent me a link about fatties, and us, you know, my bread and butter is fatties. I love making fun of them. I also love having sex with them. You know, do I have sex with them, then make fun of them? No, I don't. I am the originator of the body positive movement because I was a chubby chaser. Everyone knew I was the world's greatest wingman because I like to get the fat one. They're like, so you'll take the fat one, won't you? And I'm like, yeah, of course. Like you even had to ask, cuz. You know, this is just how I fucking rolls. Oh, I'm already seeing the beauty of this. Always make fun of them first. Well, that's how you know, that's how you rib them a bit, and then get them into bed. Yo, we got someone in the chat on D Live. What a rarity! It's a D Live person. Super Sonia 1967 is a chubby chaser too. Let's give them a clap. Good. Good. Come on, my son. We was chasing fatties before it became cool, or before they tried to make it, you know, socially acceptable. Do you know how much weight we had to pull making these? Do you know what I mean? All the fat girls that got game now and that have all this confidence, it's people like us that gave them that confidence. Do you know what I mean? They were like going, "No, my ass is too big," and you were like, "Shut up, put it on my face." I love it. And you know, and then suddenly like, "Oh my god, he likes my big fat ass on his face." It's like, yes, I do. You know, and then you know what I mean. We gave them the confidence. We created the whole movement. The body positivity movement would be nothing without chubby chasers. You know, Super Sonia fucking knows what time it is around here. You know what I'm saying? What's this? Bro, you fucking right. You fuck a hooker in your car with coke. I'm not surprised at your jump. I've never fucked a hooker in a car with coke. Never done. I've done all of those things, but separately. I've never fucked a hooker whilst having cocaine. I've done coke in a car. I've fucked in a car. I've never fucked a hooker in a car. Okay. I have, you know, elements of these things I've done, but all together at the same time? No, I've not done that. I haven't done that. Anyway, let's get on to this very important topic of phase. Right. Obese patients being weight shamed by doctors and nurses. Research shows some people skip medical appointments because they feel humiliated by staff. Well, you know, as my son's paraphrasing. Glad you're writing big words well tonight. I've got to hand it to you. Good for you. It's good. We like people who use big words in the stream. All right. You know, as like thank you very much, Super Sonia. You're always welcome. Go over to my website and become a member. It's free, unless you want to pay. Now, listen up. Now, look, right? I smoke. Okay. Last time I went to the doctors, you know, what do they say? They always say, "Well, you want to stop smoking, don't you?" You know, they always go, "Do you know what would help? Giving up those cigarettes." Or if in the UK and you got a doctor who wants to be cool, they'll go, "Hey, giving up those fags." And you go, and I was like, "How dare you? I'm a heterosexual." But obviously, it's the UK, so it means something different. Stop smoking, you idiot! I don't smoke, you idiot. I smoke Marlboro Gold. Now, so you know that's what they say to you because it's bad for you, isn't it? You drink too much. Do you drink too much? Yes. Okay. Like something I've gone through a lot is like how important like diet affects so much. Like mental health is affected by diet. You know, smoking. If you compared the consumption of sugar to smoking, it's not even half as bad because despite everything you want to hear about, like cancers and stuff like that, what the gut, well, you don't eat tobacco, what the gut does to the brain or what the brain does to the rest of the body can be detrimental. Like being fat is a sign of eating very bad things, okay, that are very bad for your body and also very bad for your mind. And this stuff causes umpteen mental health problems as well as physical health problems. And mental health is physical health anyway, isn't it? Really, you know, it's like this is stuff that's important. Oh, Sigs, oops. Like to trip people out and say I'm gonna go suck on a fag. You see, because in Britain, when you suck on, or you don't, you know, in Britain we all smoke fags. You know, whereas if you're in America and you say I'm gonna go smoke a fag, they think you're gonna go shoot a homosexual. Instead, you're just smoking a cigarette. You know, there's a language barrier there between. You see. See, in Colorado, you go say, what happens if you go say, I'm going to go smoke a fag? I think someone's thinking you're going to go commit a hate crime. You know, do you know what I mean? Ridiculous. Anyway, let's have a look more. Humiliated by staff, doctors and nurses often weight shame people. That's right, because I get smoking shamed. Okay, I get smoking shamed. When I was smoking crack, I got drug shamed. You know what I mean? Drug shamed I was. They're like, why are your teeth so bad? They say, what is wrong with you? And I'd be like, I smoke loads of crack. I'm like, well, that's not good for you, is it? Don't you think smoking crack's very bad? I'm like, don't you shame my lifestyle choices. Excuse me. You know, it's like, you know, my right arm's gone numb and dead, and it's got gangrene on it. What do you think that's all about, doctor? Do you inject heroin? Well, yeah. Heroin's 48% of my personality. I'm like, well, you want to stop doing heroin. It's very bad for you. It's a silly thing to do. Like, don't you shame my fucking lifestyle choices and fix my arm. You know? Faggot is auto-modded. It's not on DLive. Look, if you're on DLive, you can say whatever you want. This is why multi-streaming can get a little bit complicated, because there's, like I said, there's 3 different platforms. We've got a very different ethos about all of them. Whereas me, I just don't give a fuck. You know. Let's see what else to say. Leaving them feeling anxious, depressed, and wrongly blaming themselves for their conditions, research has found. Well, who else have you got to blame? This is the thing. A lot of conditions you are attributed to yourself. Whether you feel upset and you do things, you know, I don't smoke because the ills of society have made me into a fucking chain smoker. Do you know what I mean? Who am I going to blame? Who are you going to blame? Really? You say, well, the patriarchy. I mean, what are you going to do? Sick vomits, Bennett-shaped cartoons striving for sick vomits. Is that some sort of code? Such behavior, although usually the result of unconscious weight bias. Unconscious, apparently doctors have got unconscious weight bias. What the fuck even is that? You got unconscious weight bias, Yeah, so have I, because I like to, so have I and Super Sonia. We like to have sex with fatties. We have unconscious weight bias, although I'm very conscious of it. I look at it and I say, how much does that weigh? All right, I'll have sex with that. Do you know what I mean? My girlfriend's pretty skinny, like not real skinny, but like, do you know how hard it is for me not to become a feeder? Do you know? Do you know how much I have to resist? Just going, could you eat just 6 tubs of ice cream for me, please? Do you know how hard it is for us with our unconscious weight bias? Unconscious. You know, it's put in quotations as well, as if, you know, because some clever person came up with this. It's like, blood, get out of it. Leads to people not attending medical appointments, feeling humiliated, and being more likely to put on weight. Oh God. So what do? We say, no, it's fine. If you're 18 stone and 2 foot high, you look like a bowling ball, and that's a perfectly reasonably good shape. I actually used to sort of see this girl very briefly, who we actually called the human bowling ball. Like, straight up. I'd called her. I said she's like a bowling ball, and I still fucked her. Do you know what I mean? I have been spreading body positivity for years. See, you're not fat, you're just fluffy. That's what we should say. Just, what should I do, doctor? Add a little sugar on every meal. That's how you become a big, strong, healthy person. You know, the problem is so widespread around the world. Anyone, have these motherfuckers ever been to Vietnam or somewhere like that? Do you know what you don't see in Vietnam? Fat people. Do you know what I mean? It's very disappointing for someone like myself. You know, all that time I spent away from the missus, trying to be a good boy. Well, it was very easy to be a good boy. Do you know why? Because they were so fucking thin. Like, there's nothing. There's just for a man who likes big asses and titties. Vietnam hasn't got a hell of a lot to offer. You know, the women are beautiful. Don't get me wrong. You know, but like when you like a lot of flub in your grub, it's not there's not fat people. There's just no fat people. I remember the first time I saw a fat person there, and I was like, Jesus, where did you come from? I was like, you must be the king. Do you know what I mean? You see a fat person, you think, are they king? Are you the king of Vietnam? Because it's very rare to get someone that fat. You know, it's quite an opulent thing being fat. I don't know if anyone told you. No society's like being fat. Like when my girlfriend sees a fat kid, she smiles and she's just like, good, he's very healthy. Because in her mind, it's like, oh, you know, her parents are looking after them so well that they're fat. Like, this kid ain't starving. When winter comes, this kid could literally eat himself. Therefore, he's been looked after, you know. It's true. You don't often see fat people in Japan. Otherwise, Japan. You know what I mean? So the problem is so widespread around the world. Well, it's not around the world. Who has written this? My God, this is so basic. Like, we taught as students that excess weight is almost guaranteed in modern society and not the fault of individuals. It's almost guaranteed. Why is it guaranteed? Because there's basically what Imperium's saying is there's a worldwide shortage of locks for fridges. And this is a problem, probably because of the war in Ukraine. And not a lot of people, I wouldn't be surprised it goes on to that. There's not a lot of people that know that, like, before the war in Ukraine, fridge locks were in wide supply. But now, because Vladimir Putin is evil and he decided he doesn't like Ukraine because Ukraine is beautiful and good, you know, like Wicked Witch of the West going over to be mean to all the little munchkins. Well, now we have no locks for fridges. All fridge locks were made in Ukraine, and now we have none because of Vladimir Putin. And everyone's fat, and it's not their fault. Okay. Like, yeah, that is fucking it. Like, they make things okay. The world guarantees you're going to be morbidly obese. Like, what is? I mean, even with some stuff you can see in The Guardian and such rags like this, you can see where they're coming from and how. But I mean, whereas this is like written by who? This is like a school essay for the 11 plus, just written but with better grammar. Do you know what I mean? This is really bad. This is so poor. Treat more like. It's like, health professionals need to be taught as students that excess weight is almost guaranteed in modern society. What a fucking thing to say! what the fuck is that? That is one of the most ridiculous things I've seen in a while. You know, and you know, I have to look at where my washing machine's placed. Jesus. Right. You know, making those locks in the US bioweapons labs in Ukraine. That's right. It's true, because they had to have a side hustle too. Like it was a joint operation between a lock makers and a bioweapons lab. And they were like, should we just share the space? I don't see anything wrong going there. Having just a simple fridge lock business and a bioweapons lab next to each other. Could anything go wrong there? I was like, I don't know, but I really can't stop having sex with this monkey. You know, the problem is health professional. This is so. This is like what you know. This is what I always say about do-gooders, or people who think they're do-gooders. They just do more harm than they do good. They're just so stupid. Like, oh, go on. Oh, it's inevitable. You're going to be a big fat pig. Yeah, December is the most body positivity month ever. It is. Like, yeah, it's just, you know, just eat every day. You should eat like it's Christmas Day. Right. So they treat people more sensitively, according to the authors of the study, who have shared their findings with The Guardian. These people is at UCL, Dr. Anastasia Khalid. Do you remember, like UCL, I wouldn't say like University College London. I don't think of it as being like prestigious, but it's not shit, is it? UCL, like it's got a name for itself, isn't it? UCL. It's not like, or am I wrong about that? Like UCL isn't. I don't know much about British universities and their rankings, except like, you know, the big five or whatever, or what, you know what I mean? Like, but it's not like Hull or something, is it? UCL. You know, people would probably be impressed you went to University College London. Wrongly so, but it's analysed 25 previous studies about weight stigma undertaken in different countries involving 3,554 health professionals. They found extensive evidence of strong weight bias. If you're looking for weight bias and anything that proves there's weight bias, you will definitely find it. I mean, a lot of these professors nowadays, and a lot of scientists too, who do these sort of studies, they are just the equivalent of a guy you know who always thinks that every woman wants to fuck him. Like, have you ever known someone like that? You know, like you walk past one girl, or there's one girl standing there and going, "Do you see that? She wouldn't stop eyeing me up." And literally the girl walked past and went, you know. Like, so that I just did that example so quick you probably didn't even notice it. And I was like, yeah, she's well into me. You know, and then he grips her up and pushes against the door and tries to smooch her, and she pepper sprays him because she wasn't interested. But basically what I'm saying is they'll just see anything and think, yeah, they definitely want to have sex with me. Definitely. She's well into me. I was like, she's not. She is. Did you see what she did with her little finger when she scratched her eye? She wants to suck my cock. Like, no, she doesn't, bruv. She clearly doesn't want to suck your cock. Yes, she does. You see what she did? That seems to be what these studies are. They're just saying, we'll just find... Hey, Super Sonny, it's been a pleasure having you in here. Thank you very much for your time. Not only do people want a hippopotamus for Christmas, but Santa steal cookies. You lost me there, right? You know, among a wide range of health staff, including doctors, nurses, dietitians, psychologists, and even obesity specialists, their analysis found a number of health professionals believe their patients are lazy, lack self-control, overindulge, are hostile, dishonest, have poor hygiene, and do not follow guidance. Bruv, all my bad eating habits, every single bad habit I have is to do with all of those things, right? Do you know what I mean? Like, lazy. Right, let's go through it. All right, lazy. What does lazy do? All right, lazy. Lazy makes you spend more money. Lazy makes you waste money. Lazy makes you miss opportunities. Lazy makes you unhealthy because you can't bother to do stuff. Truth, lack of self-control. The same. When I don't keep my dick in my pants, I get into trouble. Okay, that's called lack of self-control. Overindulge. Again, I keep whipping my dick out and having overindulgent sexual encounters, are hostile. When I haven't had a sexual encounter, I am hostile. After having a sexual encounter, I am dishonest because I am a chubby chaser. And poor hygiene. I am actually quite good with hygiene, but then if I was really lazy, I would have very poor hygiene and do not follow guidance. Well, I don't have any guidance because all the guidance I get is nonsense. Oh, that was a body positivity joke. Sorry, Imperium. I can't always get intellectual jokes. They were saying doctors believe those things and how they're communicating or shaming the patients. Yeah, it's a fact. Like sitting down is it's but health professionals are sitting down is like the cousin of death. I know Naz said sleep was the cousin of death. He's right. Sitting down is like one of the biggest killers we have in modern society because we sit down too much. I mean, I've been sat down for all this time. I shouldn't be sat down for this long. This is why I'm going to start doing standing up streams. It's true though. Jesus Christ. She had she's UCL's Division of Medicine. Division of Medicine. These people are making these people are going to try and influence policy decisions. That's terrifying. She added, sadly, healthcare, including general practice, is one of the most common settings for weight stigmatization. We know this acts as a barrier to the services and treatments that can help people manage weight. If you're not willing to accept cold hard truths in a fucking shut, you know what? Fuck you. Fuck you, you stupid bitch. Do you know I'm trying to be less bombastic, but I can't help it. Shut the fuck up. I mean, Jesus Christ! Wait, what fucking health professionals? Let's break it down for a second. This has pissed me off. I think back to the woman who had to break the news to directly to my dad's face and tell him he's gonna fucking die. It's like, sorry, you're gonna die. He's like, yeah, I know. He's like, no, literally, you're gonna die in about 24 hours. You're dead. You're dead. Obviously, she didn't say it like that because I'm not a healthcare professional. What did you say? Going, no, you're not gonna. Do you know what I mean? You're a fucking healthcare professional. Do you know how hard it is to have that job and to go and tell someone you are going to die? It was the right thing to do. These people ain't fit for purpose. Do you know what I mean? It's like, what do you think? Yeah, it's fine. Eat yourself to fucking death. It's all right. What? How ridiculous is this? This is why they're chopping little kids' penises off. Anyway, is an example is a GP that will unconsciously show that they do not believe that the patient complies with their eat less, exercise more regime they were asked to follow, as they are not losing weight. That's like such a little outlier. Or a dietitian as a specialist in weight management, judging the patient for not being able to follow a very low-calorie diet for a long period of time, but not providing other support, or a nurse that will be bothered by the patient needing a different set of scales to take down their weight. The result is that the patients are not coming back. I've had enough of this. I can't read any more of that. Jesus Christ, we can't read any more of that. Why the hell are we going to entertain this? Do you know what I mean? This is coming from the same people, from people with the same mindset who would turn away. I guarantee it. You'd only have to go on this woman. I guarantee it. Let's prove the point. Dr. Anastasia Kalia. Anastasia Kalia on. Let's see what she has to say about on vaccines. This is all you need to know about the douchebags. Let's see if she's on Twitter. This is where you'll know. Okay. So, academic researcher, nutrition, registered dietitian. She's a dietitian, apparently. Let's have a look. Actually, usually at the bottom of the article, they'll have you read 11 articles in the last year, The Guardian says. Yeah, all through mockery. I fucking wanted to. You fucking idiot. Anastasia Kalia. UCL. Yeah, that is her. So I just had to. I guarantee she said something about vaccines. You know, you know it. You just know it. You know. How do you search on someone's tweets? I can't remember. How do you do that? Is it view topics? Do I view topics? What do I do? Review moments or review topics. How do you search on it? Fuck knows. I think you got to go source code or something like that. There's a point where you get so smart that you make stuff up to lead dumb people. My height and weight are the same. Are you 6 foot and 6 stone? That's not very healthy, mate. Right. 6 foot and 6 stone? That's retarded. I guarantee you she'd be one of those people, you know, if you don't choose the vaccine, then you shouldn't get any treatment. I guarantee. You know what kind of person you're dealing with. Tired of the combat language when referring to a disease. Stop talking about battling cancer. Cancer is not a war. It's not a battle to be won. Cancer is a disease that plays by its own rules and does not always respond the way it's supposed to. In any disease, patients have a diagnosis, a treatment plan, and often a long path to walk. And with our full support as healthcare professionals, we need to be there, listen, be useful, and help them take one day at a time. It is not a battle. Like this woman literally has a problem with people referring to a battle as being treating cancer as a battle. This woman shouldn't be have any patience. Can't take it. Interesting talk today on plant-based diets. Jesus Christ. Man, do not have this woman as your dietitian. Stay away from this woman if you need help. Highlighting the research gaps, the need to talk about diet and to listen to our patients. Oh my God. You could be a dietitian and just have this sort of, oh my goodness. Oh, 100. Oh, because you do it in centimeters and pounds and shit. Well, I think of in stone and feet. I'm British, man. We don't think about things with big numbers like that. Americans, you know, you're always obsessed with big numbers. It's why I like basketball. So there's like fucking 89 to 46. You know, you just like, it's overload. This is why people are fat. Because of America's obsession with too much. Just too much stuff all the time. Can you finish the video I sent you? No, because you've seen it. So why do you want to watch it through me? Why do you want to watch it through me? Anyway, I have to shoot. I actually have an appointment in about 15 minutes. An appointment on the internet. I'm not going to go out anywhere or anything like that. But, you know, I got business to take care of for the next 2 hours. You know, that's why I jumped on. Because usually I got 2 other appointments during this time. But they are on holiday. So I had a free couple of hours. I thought, why the heck? I thought I'd just jump on in. Yeah, I'm going to go smoke some fags. That's the other side. Anyway, I'll be back on in the next few days. Okay. I'll update the schedule. I'm sticking by the schedule, so I'll update the schedule when to what I'm actually doing. Okay. But for everyone who joined me on all platforms today, it's been. I wish I could do this for a bit longer. It's been a right hoot. But we're going for a bit longer over the weekend. You know what I'm saying? Tune it. I'll be on over the weekend, basically. Probably Saturday and Sunday. All right. So peace out. Love to everybody. And you know, put the lock back on the fridge and take the cake out of your mouth. Okay. We're dying out here.